Cuoco from the Big Bang Theory, commercial artist from the US. We know from her Instagram that she is expecting the first baby. So we will be doing this astrological analysis according to Jyotisha, which is the Vedic traditional school. And in this video, expect to see this timing of the children. We will also a little bit touch upon the timing of marriage and also the separation. Of course, there will be things about the fame, success and career analysis, and a little bit about the accident, because she had very serious accident related to foot. Her foot was almost amputated. So we will also go through these points. Can we see that in the chart? Is the astrology working? Can we trace all these important events in her chart? All this is all bogus, so let's roll the intro and find out. So we are very lucky because she has very accurate time. If you go to this very popular website astrodatabank.com for astrological freaks, you can find there is rodent rating AA, which means that the birth time for this person is coming from recorded source. So this is super accurate. We don't need to do much when it comes to rectification. But as you know, in Vedic astrology, we don't have only one chart, we have divisional charts and they are changing every few minutes. So maybe she's on the border, maybe the time recorded is 12:18, but maybe her Navamsha, which is the fortune or relationship chart, is changing after 12:17. Only 1 minute, it can happen. So always before the rectification, the good pro astrologers are rectifying the chart. So let's see if the Navamsha and the Shamsa is correct for this person. Okay, so when it comes to Navamsha, we are basically thinking, can it be Capricorn or is it Aquarius? Because the border is between these two signs. And we will use, normally for the rectification of the Navamsha, very handy are events related to marriage, career life, and also the health, especially things like surgeries and accidents. So we can see those things in the Navamsha. For example, when very serious things related to health occurs in your life or life of the native chart we are analyzing, 8 and 12 will be activated. So we want to see if these houses are activated in the Navamsha. So when I use this chart in the Devaguru software, and I'm trying to see which planets were activated in the time of this horse riding accident, which was very serious, I see that for Aquarius, the 8 and 12 house in the Navamsha were activated. So for me, that's it. I cannot see that for Capricorn. I cannot justify Capricorn. And also for the marriage, I see that 7th house was activated. It was Scorpio. In Scorpio, we would have Sun. For Aquarius, Sun would be 7th Lord. So two dashas were pointing at the Scorpio at the time of marriage or starting a relationship. So I'm satisfied with Aquarius. When it comes to the Shamsa, the 10th Lord from Rashi would be Mars and Ketu. We can take these planets to the Shamsa, and for the Cancer we would have these in the 8th house. So that is not likely, because if these 10th lords are in Dushtana in the Shamsa, this is showing more things related to charity or spirituality. So I prefer to have them in 9th house, and that would show Gemini, the Shamsa is more accurate. This is very nice, I like this. There are many yogas for fame, but usually Moon and Jupiter will be related to 1st or 7th from the birth ascendant or from the Aruda ascendant. So that would be something we want to see in chart of celebrities. So definitely in the chart of Kaley Cuoco. We can see the Karma Tara, we can see the Somnath Drekana, also the Pakshabala. But for now, let's stick to this basic rule which need to be there. So we have Aruda Lagna in the Gemini with the Moon. So we have 1 point, and now we need connection between Lagna and Aruda Lagna. So Aruda Lagna Lord will be Mercury, and Lagna Lord. Lagna is the ascendant. So ascendant Lord and Aruda. Aruda is a special point in the chart which is showing your social standing, how you are perceived by others, and also how you see yourself. So you are working in this world by following or identifying with that category related to things related to Aruda Lagna. So she has Moon in the Aruda. Very good. And Mercury is the Lord. Mercury is with Venus. So this yoga, Mercury and Venus, we will be talking about that later. But she is belonging. She's a part of this sector related to entertainment. For that we need Mercury and Venus. It's there. And Moon is giving fame. and ascendant, the birth ascendant and the Aruda ascendant, they are connected because lords of the signs, Mercury and Saturn, they are together. When it comes to combination of planets which are giving success, they are called Raja Yogas. The most popular ones are connection just of the lords of Kendra and Trikona. Kendra is 1st, 4th, 7th and 10, and Trikona is 5th and 9th. So we can start with the 5th and 9th, and here the 5th lord Mercury is creating so many Raja Yogas because he's joining many planets, and especially the Lagna Lord and the 5th Lord are together. This is very strong Indra Yoga for someone who can create something new in life. So there is definitely this strong Raja Yoga, and this we know, this Mercury and Saturn were also connected to her fame because these are connected Lagna and Aruda. Okay, so we have rectified the chart, we have Navamsha and Dashamsa. We also have analyzed her fame and success. We have seen that she had this 2 yoga for fame, and also we have found connection of Kendra and Trikona. Now let us go to the central point of this analysis, which is the timing of children. So for men we are analyzing the 5th, and for ladies we see the 9th house. So the 9th house in the chart is showing the children, and naturally the planet which will be connected to the 9th house will also determine when you can expect the children. So here we have Aquarius ascendant, the 9th house will be Libra, and Libra is loaded by Venus, so now the children will come in 2023, and in the whole year the Venus Antardasha will get activated. So exactly the 9th lord planet is in 2023, and this is the year when she is expecting the children. So in the 2023 this Venus will get activated, and this is the year in which she expects to have a child. Also, if we see the Venus and Ketu, they have exchange, which is called in Sanskrit parivartana. So this could be also Ketu, or it could be also Venus. And 5th from Venus is Pisces. Pisces is loaded by Ketu, and as we know, there is this exchange, and also Venus will be dispositing this Ketu. So this Venus dasha is activating both 9th from Ascendant and 5th from Venus. So this is total the best candidate to giving the childbirth. So we did the rectification, we did the fame and success, we did the childbirth. So let us do now the career definition, the relationship start and end, and also the accident. So we will start with that definition of job, and we for that are using Rashi, Navamsha and Dashamsa. So for those who are sticking around here for some time, they know that in Rashi we see 10th from Moon and Aruda. Navamsha we see the 10th house, and for the Dashamsa we are analyzing the Artakona, which are 2nd, 6th and 10th. So we need to see those 3 houses in the Dashamsa. What is the Dashamsa? It is the chart of career. So let's start with the Rashi, chart of manifestation and the dynamics, our circumstances, where we can push the buttons and when we can experience the environment. So this is 10th from Moon, Ketu. Through this exchange connected to Venus and Mercury. Check. Aruda Lagna, loaded by Mercury, connected to this Mercury and Venus. This is most important. Mercury and Venus, they must be in the chart of such actors or artists. This is the Raja, someone who is acting, a lot of entertainment and creating. So the art is very much there. So we need this Mercury and Venus yoga. So we are giving here the basics. So we can reveal one more. Rasi Drishti on Jupiter. She has Jupiter, 2nd Lord in the 12th house, and this is aspected by this Venus Mercury, so she can get wealth and also the abilities through these rajas of Venus and Mercury. Let's go to Navamsha, that will be very quick. We have Venus having Rasi Drishti on 10th house, so a lot of money through entertainment. And in the Dashamsa we will have Venus in the 2nd house, which is also producing such results of being working, being employed in the art as an actress, right? So for this we need Venus and Mercury. Okay guys, so if you like this video so far, you can help me with the algorithm of YouTube to make this video more viral. Let's see if we can do the 70 likes on this video. So hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like to get notification about similar videos in the future. And now let's go back to this video. Now these bonus points, they are not connected to the core of this video, but if we are on her chart, let's see, she started this relationship in Mercury-Ketu. So we already know that in Rashi the 12th house has to be activated, in the Navamsha, the special chart of relationship, the 7th house. So 12th house in the Rashi, the main chart is Capricorn. Capricorn is always loaded by Saturn, so Saturn is with Ketu. So Ketu can give. There are many planets, so we need to check them all. Let's see Navamsha. In the Navamsha, Sun is the 7th lord. So it could be Sun. Because Sun is in Scorpio, we know that Ketu is loading Pisces and Scorpio. So Ketu dispositing the Sun is activating whatever the Sun rules. The Sun rules 7th house, which is marriage. So in Ketu dasha, we can expect this marriage of the karma to open up. And what is very interesting, because she had many relationships before, but when Ketu gets into action, when Ketu is activated, she is immediately giving the child, because the Ketu sustains the relationship, sustains the marriage, only when the family focus is there. So when Ketu came, it brought the child in the next dasha of Venus, because we know that after Ashvini we have Bharani, after the Ketu is Venus. So relationship in Ketu, but he had this condition to bring the child. And in the next dasha of Venus, which was the 9th lord, he brought the child through Venus, right? 9th house is children. And also I promised you to say a little bit about the separation, divorce. For that we need 6th and 8th in the Navamsha. So I have put this events when she separated from her boyfriends, and even engagement, and even the relationship, the marriage, and it was always 6 or 8 activated in the Navamsha. So you can also see that in her chart. If you don't believe me, you can put her birth details from astrodata.com into Devaguru, and you can go through these events with me. For example, you will see that using the normal moon Vimshotri, because she has a moon in 5th, so the normal moon Vimshotri is working very nice. So you will see that she divorced or separated from Reznik in the Saturn moon. Moon is the 6th lord. Then we had the separation from Sweeting, and that was in Saturn Rahu. Rahu is the 8th lord, because loading Virgo, Virgo is an 8 for Aquarius Navamsha. Then we have this Cook, and she separated, or this relationship ended in Mercury-Ketu. We see that the next relationship also came in Ketu. So this Ketu being in the Navamsha lagna and dispositing the Sun is doing 2 things. On one hand, he is ending the marriage, because he's aspecting the 6th lord, interestingly by Rasi Drishti, so Ketu is without eyes, he can get activated, things like that. So we have this moon 6th lord, and also Rasi Drishti on the 6th house, but dispositing 7th lord, so also giving new relationship. So Ketu has here the double role, and this is what he gave exactly in this Ketu Antardasha. The last thing is about this accident, and this was on 13 September 2010. Kaley was in very serious horse riding accident, and at the emergency room they first tried to amputate the foot. It was so serious, and she was off from work for a long time. And why amputation came in even into place? This is because you will see the Mars is in 8th and the Ketu is in 9th. So this Mars and Ketu forming this sort of kind of Malika yoga. So when Mars and Ketu are there, we are talking about cutting off some part of the body. So it's there, but we also have benefics in the next house. And Jupiter is aspecting also that. So I think, that's my speculation, that this benefics promoted very good doctors who could say no, cancel this Ketu Mars yoga. Now this is becoming very interesting now, because the accident started just when the Aries dasha started. 24, this was exactly when the Aries started. So Mars. And we know that the yoga for accident is Mars and Rahu. So we need some connection of Mars and Rahu. And you will notice that Mars is in the Rahu sign, Virgo. Rahu is in the Mars sign. Oh my God, we have again exchange, again parivartana. So many parivartanas in this chart. Now we see 9th house from Moon is activated, so this is all about the legs. This is in 4th from Moon, so we are talking this bad yoga, whatever it is, Rahu Mars, because it may cause many problems depending which houses are activated. So for 4th from Moon, this will be health. It was also Saturn Sun. We see that in the Navamsha, the Sun is dispositing the Rahu, which is the 8th lord, so naturally can give such problematic situation. If we use more advanced dashas, it was both Virgo and Scorpio. So we will see that in Virgo, in the Navamsha, we have this Mars-Saturn, which is quite negative or challenging yoga. Normally we call it Yama yoga, the yoga of death. So this is the time when it gets activated. Of course, the Saturn is a 12th house, which shows the recovery or hospitalization. And I think that's enough. I think we got quite convincing situation when it comes to yoga itself, because we have this Mars Rahu, and also the dashas. The dashas were pointing very accurately also at this yoga. So if you have this yoga in your chart, you may also suspect some lung problems, because Mars and Rahu also tend to give this. And if this is somehow connected to the 8 or 12, then be careful in those dashas. Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, because if you know this, you can either provide the remedy or just you may somehow drive more carefully or don't drive, and therefore if it's really there in your chart, you can save yourself from accident. Okay, so we did rectification, childbirth, career life, relationship and separation, and at the end we did the accident. Okay guys, so that's gonna be it from me. I hope you find this video interesting and informative. Thanks for watching till the end. If you'd like to have your chart analyzed, the Rashi, Navamsha and Saptamsa, which is the chart of marriage, chart of health, chart of career life, also with the remedies and timing when you can expect which planets to be active in your chart, then hit me up in the email below and we can schedule the consultation for you.